Two words, playoff Jimmy. Or should we say play-in Jimmy? Either way, titles don't matter when the man's putting on a clinic like this. In a stretch where every possession counts and the margin for error is razor thin, two superstars rose above the noise: Jimmy Butler and Stephen Curry with the Warriors, fighting to stay in the playoff race in crucial matchups against the Clippers and Grizzlies on the line. Both delivered when it mattered most. Yes, the overtime loss to the Clippers hurt, but it didn't knock them out. They regrouped, refocused, and came out swinging, dominating Memphis in a game that felt more like a statement than a scorecard. And let's be clear, this wasn't just about winning. What we saw on that court was something more: basketball, elevated to pure art, a showcase of poise, fire, and brilliance under pressure. A masterpiece painted in real time.
Santos is straight. Curry from way outside. Got it! Butler got it. Oh! An acrobatic.
This was the kind of game you imagine when a superstar duo takes center stage from the jump. It was all Jimmy Butler. He came out with fire, hitting deep shots, crashing the glass for second chances, dishing out dimes, and locking down on defense. He wasn't just playing, he was setting the tone, putting the team on his back, and building a lead with sheer will. Then came crunch time. The game tightened, the pressure spiked, and everything was on the line. And just like clockwork, the closer took over. You already knew what time it was.
With the move, Green, Curry, three, good! It's Curry off a screen, fakes, fires, stop it!
This is exactly why Jimmy Butler, one of the game's fiercest competitors, calls Steph Curry the Batman of the squad. In Jimmy's own words, "I get to play Robin. That's my Batman." Because when the stakes are sky high and the clock's ticking down, Steph always answers the call. Always. But let's set the record straight: tonight wasn't about Steph. As electric as he was, this game belonged to Jimmy Butler. From the very first possession through the third quarter, Jimmy was in full command. He wasn't just playing, he was orchestrating, outsmarting defenders, outworking opponents, and putting on a masterclass in effort and execution. And just like he promised, he showed up. No excuses, no hesitation, just pure, relentless dominance.
Not just a scorer. I can score if I want to. I can shoot the toughest of toughest shots if I wanted to. And when it's my time, you'll know that it's my time.
1 month ago, Jimmy Butler looked fans and media in the eye and said it plain and simple: "When it's time for me to be aggressive, I'll be aggressive." Well, that time has officially arrived. After spending his first 30 games with Golden State as the ultimate team first guy, locking down on defense, setting up teammates, and picking his scoring spots, these last 2 games have flipped the script. Butler didn't just flip the switch, he broke the lever. From the opening tip, you could feel something was different. Back-to-back threes to start the game. That was the warning shot. Playoff Jimmy had clocked in and he wasn't here to play. Nice. What followed was vintage Butler. Highlight after highlight, physical drives and big-time finishes. One moment he's spinning off Jaren Jackson Jr. in midair and powering it through contact. The next, he's gliding past Ja Morant and Jackson again, threading through defenders like they were cones in a drill, before dropping in a silky left-handed layup. That was the tone all night. Once those early threes dropped, Butler went full throttle, no hesitation, no bailing out, just relentless drives into the paint, possession after possession. The Grizzlies threw everything they had at him, didn't matter. Jimmy was getting to the rim at will. He shot 9 for 12 in the paint. He drew 18 free throws. Why? Because Memphis had no answer. Switch a big onto him like Jaren Jackson Jr. or Zach EDT, too slow. Put a smaller defender like Ja Bain or Pippen Jr. in front of him. Too small, too light. Jimmy ate them alive. But the brilliance didn't stop with the scoring. Though 38 points on that kind of efficiency is no joke, what made this performance special was how he ran the offense like a true maestro. Take this: he catches a pass from Pajimski, notices Jackson Jr. ball watching, and in a split second whips a perfect backdoor dime to Gary Payton for an easy slam surgical dot. And then there's the chemistry with Quinton Post, flat out unreal. Post may be a stretch big, but he's more than that. Pick and pop, deadly spot up in transition, automatic, catch it in the corner, lights out. And with Jimmy feeding him in rhythm, that duo is a problem. Every time Post touches the rock, it feels like it's going in. And when he and Butler are in sync, it's like they share a brain. Honestly, outside of Steph, there's no one fans trust more to knock down a shot than Post right now. Yes, even over-butted HIELD. And the fans feel it. That buzz in the building, that belief, it's real. Because Jimmy Butler isn't just talking anymore, he's taking over. But this game wasn't just about Jimmy Butler's dominance or Steph Curry's late-game heroics. As pivotal as those moments were, the true momentum shift came courtesy of a player who doesn't always grab headlines but always makes his impact felt. Gary Payton too. With the Warriors trailing 13-8 and struggling to find a rhythm, GP2 checked in and immediately flipped the switch. His first contribution, a smooth, confident three-pointer that helped settle the team and swing the energy. But that was just the spark. Moments later, he set a rock-solid screen for Steph, received the return pass, and rolled to the rim with precision. He wasn't just filling space, he was creating it. Offensively and defensively, he was everywhere. Watch the way he ties up Jaren Jackson Jr. for a jump ball, wins the battle, and fuels the Warriors' run. These are the subtle, hustle-heavy plays that rarely show up on stat sheets but completely shift the tide. That's what GP2 brings: grit, energy, and game-changing intangibles. Whether it's drilling a clutch three, locking down a key perimeter player, or flying in for a crucial rebound, he makes the right play at the right time. Reggie Miller might have the resume when it comes to shooting, but if the game's on the line and I need one guy to shift the momentum, I'm rolling with Gary Payton too. Then there's Steph Curry, the maestro. He had a quiet first half, mostly because Jimmy was busy lighting it up, but Steph didn't force it. He waited, he watched, and when his moment arrived, he pounced in the fourth quarter. With the game tightening, Steph turned up the heat. After getting a screen from Jimmy, he caught Memphis off guard. Aldama hesitated, and that was all the daylight. Curry needed to float a tough, angled shot off the glass, a high degree of difficulty, effortless execution. That Steph. Then came a play straight from the Warriors playbook, ball movement at its finest. Steph to Draymond, Draymond to Jimmy. Then Steph slips behind the screen, catches, and drains. The three was a sequence that reminded everyone this team's chemistry is elite, and when it clicks, it's beautiful basketball. But the highlight of the night, a moment of pure synchronicity between Steph and Jimmy. Curry sets a brush screen for Butler, freeing him up. When Zach Edey steps up to help, Pippen Jr. pauses for just a second, and that's all the space Steph needs. Draymond delivers the handoff, a screen clears the lane, and Steph pulls up with his signature quick release. Splash. Yes, he made that one too, because of course he did. That's the magic of Steph Curry. The confidence, the timing, the ability to make impossible plays look routine. And when you pair that with the fire of Jimmy Butler and the hustle of Gary Payton too, you get a win that means more than just another number in the standings. You get a team that's finding its identity at exactly the right time.
Fakes, fires, stuck it!
Just like that. The Golden State Warriors are officially playoff-bound, locking in a high-stakes first-round showdown with none other than the Houston Rockets. This one's got all the makings of a must-watch series. On one side, you've got the Rockets, young, fearless, and loaded with rising stars looking to prove they belong on the big stage. On the other are the battle-tested Warriors, led by a locked-in Steph Curry and a relentless Jimmy Butler. Two guys who know exactly what it takes to win when the lights are brightest. It's going to be a true clash of experience versus energy, savvy versus speed on. Every game promises fireworks if you're as hyped as I am for what's coming next, whether it's deep dive game breakdowns, bold predictions, or matchup by matchup analysis. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, a quick like goes a long way in helping me keep this content coming your way. Most importantly, buckle up. No matter how it plays out, this postseason is going to be a roller coaster. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay locked in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.